Hey you guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not new to my channel, you know exactly what I'm going to ask you to do. Go ahead and press that like button. It costs you nothing at all. If you are new to my channel, I hope you will stick around. Go ahead and press subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I upload new videos. So I wanted to come to you guys to talk about something that I saw trending on social media this morning. And I really feel like every year this conversation comes up. It's like almost like clockwork, right? And this is something that I don't think that we will ever truly solve unless we are really, really honest with ourselves. But that is the issue of the N-word. Case in point, lovely Mimi. You might know who she is. If you've ever watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you know exactly who lovely Mimi is. She was on the show a few years ago. She is the Asian woman who does nails and talks with, I guess you can call it a black scent, right? She has a couple of biracial kids. She was dating a black man or married to a black man. Anyway, she went viral and people were dragging her because she slipped up and almost said the N-word on her live. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this quick clip of the live. Go ahead and watch this, guys.
I don't know, nigga. Oop, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. Ooh, I was getting mad. I was getting out of pocket. I don't know how to...
So you saw that clip of lovely Mimi basically stopping herself from saying the N-word, but you can clearly tell how comfortable she is with saying it, right? You could tell how, look at the hair. You could tell how comfortable she was in saying the word. Now, when that little clip, it's about 8 seconds, when that clip went viral and it started making its rounds on social media, Twitter came out to play, as Twitter always does, right? Twitter is going to give you their opinions about something, right? So there were people on these free apps this morning dragging lovely Mimi about her use of the N-word, or the fact that she almost used it, right? And I want to show you a few of those tweets, right? But I also want to show you the fact that there were a lot of people, black people, that came to her defense about the use of the word. Because not everybody was upset about it. I'm indifferent. And I'll explain to you why I'm indifferent to it. And I feel nothing for it. All right. I really don't. I feel no outrage or nothing like that. I just kind of shake my head like as I do when I hear a lot of these others using it. Right. But I do want to go ahead and illustrate in this video the hypocrisy of it all. So as you guys are watching, these are a lot of tweets dragging her. OK. Dragging her about it. And listen, they are certainly entitled to their opinion because I understand where they're coming from, especially if they don't. It is no excuse. They have every right to feel the way they feel about her using it, right? And then, like I said, these are tweets in defense of lovely Mimi. They say, bye, it's not even that serious. Come on now, it's lovely Mimi. She's accepted in the black community. Let her live. Damn, I guess this particular person, Miss Lovely 916, speaks for the entire black community. Okay? This woman said, who cares? Everyone knows that Asian girl is really black with her blackity black soul. Leave her be. I mean, just all kinds of comments and tweets in her defense. It was just really, really interesting, guys, for me to just sit here and watch the back and forth. I mean, people were literally arguing about if this woman was half black. Now, my understanding is that she is Vietnamese. Just because she grew up supposedly in the DMV in the hood does not make her black. Just because she does nails, well, that don't make her black, right? Right? But people came to her defense about it, okay? I saw a lot of that. Like, we got too many other things to worry about. Then, you know, if this woman is using the N-word or this, I mean, it was a lot of that. It was absolutely a lot of that. Okay. Now, after she got dragged, right? She took to social media. She took to her Instagram page to, I guess you want to call it, apologize, right? She called herself issuing some half-ass apology, which I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys. It's roughly a little over 2 minutes, and I wanted to keep the entire apology because it's kind of a doozy. All right, I wouldn't even call it an apology. I think that you will be the judge of if you think that this was an apology. I certainly don't necessarily think it was. Okay, I think she made it worse by even coming on here to speak. But I will go ahead and play the entire clip of her explaining away that little clip that she had in which she almost said the N-word. Go ahead and take a look at this, guys.
What's up, you guys? So there is a trending video going around right now of me slipping up and using the N-word, catching myself, and apologizing. Okay, so in this video, I was actually on a YouTube live and I was in a heated conversation talking about how I don't bring no anything ass dude around my children. And instead of saying that, I said, I don't bring no anything ass N-word around my children. I did not use the N-word to try to be racist or to be offensive or derogatory or any of that. I had stopped using the N-word in my video publicly since 2015, okay? Because respectfully, a lot of people were offended. So for my entire career, I took it out of my vocabulary. Now, let's be real. Let's be real. There's a lot of celebrities that are not black that use it in their music. There's a lot of regular humans that are not black that use it on a daily basis, use it all in the music or all publicly, okay? I stopped. I stopped making videos using the N-word. Now, to be 100% honest, to be 100% real, do I say the words with my friends or people I'm comfortable with, people I grew up with? Yes. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to y'all and act like my ghetto ass don't be slipping up and saying the words. Does it make it okay? No, that's why I don't use the word publicly. So if anybody is offended by the video, I truly apologize. But I'm gonna keep it 1,000% with y'all. A lot of people use it. It does not make it okay. This is a very sensitive topic for society today, okay? So I will own up and I will apologize. And of course, I caught myself right then and there because it's not something I do publicly. But I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to y'all, both-faced lie to y'all as if I don't use it in my vocabulary, okay? So I do apologize for that and I will do better for that, okay? But one thing y'all trolls is not going to do. One thing y'all trolls not gonna do is come up on my page and try to call me a racist, of which y'all not gonna do. Y'all can drag me for saying the N-word all y'all want, but you're not gonna come up on my page and call me a racist. Because one thing Mimi is not, is I ain't no goddamn racist, okay? My children are black. I date black. My friends are black. I have done a lot for the black community. I have done a lot of charity. I've done a lot of giveaways. I have opened nail salons and taught and hired so many black women. I have done a lot for the black community. So if y'all trolls are in the trolls calling me a racist, but have never done anything for your community or for black people, don't come up on my page with that racist shit. That's one thing y'all not going to do. So, respectfully, with this being said, I hope that we can move forward. I love you guys so much. Mwah.
So you guys heard that, right? The regular humans. It's the regular humans for me, right? She basically said that although she has stopped publicly saying it on her video, she made a point to stop publicly saying it in her videos. You can clearly see that she says it all the time. She says that. She says it amongst her people. Right? And she's not going to stop saying it. Right? So she basically said, I'm sorry if I offended y'all, but I'm not going to stop saying it. And she won't. Like I said, the fact that she had to stop herself let you know that she says it regularly. Right? But I didn't want to focus on whether or not, and I certainly want you guys to chime in and tell me how you feel about it. Right? Do you think that she, how you feel about her saying it or stopping herself from saying it? I want to hear from you. But that really isn't the goal of this video right here, because I feel like we're going to keep having these conversations every time one of these non-black folk do this. We're going to keep having these conversations, and we're going to keep having these conversations because it's the hypocrisy. If you're going to call this woman out, then you're going to have to keep that energy for everyone. And that is not in defense of her, because I don't have a defense for her. I don't like culture vultures. I just don't like them, right? I don't give them my space. I don't give them my energy. I look and I go about my other way. I go about my business when it comes to people like this. Okay. But I want to go ahead and read this, what I think sums it up perfectly for me. Let me go ahead and read this comment by someone. Okay, let me read this to you guys. She says, can we cancel non-black women can we cancel especially non-black women who are women of color who capitalize off of our inclusive spaces that we fight tooth and nail to create and thrive in? Because we are still not accepted in common places for our hair, our style, our attitude, our voices, and vernacular. Yet Asian and white and Hispanic and Arab women are seen as angelic no matter what. Can non-black women of color find their own spaces because these girls are disrespectful and try to be funny, then play the white angel role and get out of it? Can we normalize black women with all black features being considered top tier and admirable qualities in our community? Let's stop inviting folks to the cookout. Sheesh. And when I wanted to put this in my video, because it really honestly sums up how I feel and how I have just said this over and over and over again on my channel. I don't like culture vultures. And people get upset with those of us who believe in gatekeeping. That is, keeping the culture vultures away because we see what they do and we see the agenda, right, to erase black people, the erasure, especially the erasure of black women. And lovely Mimi is an example of that. But you cannot sit here and drag a lovely Mimi and be okay with a Cardi B, a Tekashi 6ix9ine, a Fat Joe, a French Montana, and a DJ Khaled. And I can continue, but I'm just picking them. Okay? How can we sit here and be choosy and have selective outrage and go off on lovely Mimi, but go and listen to a Cardi B and the rest of these who use the N-words freely, and none of them are black? I cannot tell you how many arguments I have been in with people in which I will say, well, y'all let Cardi B say it. Well, Cardi B black. And I'm just like, black where? Where is the black parent? Please, Cardi B's black parent, can you please stand up? Because my assumption is that you had to at least have one black parent, and Cardi B don't have either. All right? I get so mad at watching black people, especially black women, participate in their erasure by twisting themselves into a pretzel to prove to the rest of us that Cardi B is black because she's from the Dominican Republic and she has a little kink in her hair. Just because her great grandmother or grandfather may have been from Africa or had African ancestry in them, right? Just because. Y'all have got to eliminate and eradicate this whole idea of the one drop rule and stop inviting everybody in. Because when you don't gatekeep and you invite everybody in, they run amok. And you get a Tekashi who freely calls black men, I don't even care for Meek Mill. And that's not important right now. But the fact that he was just nigga to Meek Mill, just out of his mouth, just calling folks ends like it's nothing. DJ Khaled, who was an Arab, Palestinian man, using nigga in his music, just freely. An Arab man, him in French Montana. But I bet that you would not let the Arab man that's down at the corner store call you one. You bust him in his mouth. Right? So I get why people feel a type of way about a lovely Mimi saying it. It's like, okay, so it's cool that she's saying it. Okay, well, next time you go to the nail shop and the woman doing your nails call you one day, and I hope it's still cool. See, you cannot give a pass to some people and not give it to other people. You got to keep that same energy, and it got to be even. And until we're ready to actually have the conversation that there are too many culture vultures in our community right now because they use our vernacular. Oh, they have our mannerisms. Oh, let us invite them in. And then you start picking and choosing what's okay and what's not okay. Until we can simply say that we have got to close the gates and they can no longer benefit from us when we can't do what they do, right? Because a Cardi B is far more palatable to white people. They'll take her behavior because they think, oh, it's black enough, but she ain't black. That is why Cardi B has gotten as far as she has gotten, because she got the complexion for the protection, and she's not black, right? So what's the point in calling out a lovely Mimi if you're not going to keep that same energy for all of them? That is my whole thing. So until we are ready to be gatekeepers to our community and to say, listen, this is what is and this what isn't. You are a culture vulture. You benefit from us. You are erasing us. If we don't stop allowing them to erase us and participating in the erasure by inviting everybody in and saying everything is okay, you're going to be mad all the time when one of them say it. Okay, you're going to be mad all the time when they up and say it because you let them say it. And so that's all I wanted to say about that. I want to know what you guys think about this and this whole lovely Mimi thing. I think it's complete selective outrage. It's complete hypocrisy and it's outrage. And until we talk about all of them, what's the point in calling her out? All right. Let me know what you guys think. You know what to do. Go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, y'all.